and polytheism. We're going to get into some really interesting history later on, but for now, let's just say that all of our Western P-word traditions, be they neo-paganism, Wicca, Thelema, Druidism, the Church of All Worlds, or the Church of I Made It Up Yesterday, all have some common ancestors and some shared energies. Instead of P-word, I'll often just say occultism or magical people. Whatever label I use, someone won't like it, because people hate labels. But at a larger level, we can understand that our beliefs, practices, and values can be vastly different, yet come from a shared root language. And that allows us to leverage a shared vocabulary. In other words, we can talk. What is said in these chapters will strike each listener differently, in part because we all have different occult backgrounds, and in part because we're different individuals. But we can easily translate this information into our own magical languages. I might speak Wicca, but you have enough shared vocabulary with me that you can translate into Druidism or whatever. My own magical background, which undoubtedly influences my writing both consciously and unconsciously, is primarily in Wicca. Over the course of 40 years in the pagan and occult community, I've participated in a wide variety of rituals and experiences, attended classes, broken bread, and partied with just about every kind of magical person you can name, on 3 continents. My intention here is to write in a way that is welcoming to all of them, /you/us. Who is this book for? Bending the Binary is for anyone who is interested in the subject of polarity in a P-word context. It is for anyone who has encountered the concept of polarity and wonders what that means to them personally, or what it means at all. It is for straight people and queer people, cis people and trans people. I don't assume who you are and what you know, and I may explain things you already know. You may be queer or trans or non-binary, or all of the above, and be asking if polarity has any meaning to your magical practice. You may be the most heteronormative, cisgender person in the entire world and be 100% comfortable with polarity as it was taught to you, and simply want to deepen your understanding of an important occult concept. Whoever you are welcome. The Queer World. Inevitably, this book must address queerness, the elephant in the room of any conversation about polarity. In these chapters, queer identities will be front and center. Whether you identify as LGBTQAI+ or not, whether you know what all those letters stand for, we'll get to that. This is a book that welcomes you. I'll use queer here as an umbrella term covering and encompassing LGBTQAI+ identities, because that's a comfortable word for me. I recognize that some people are uncomfortable with the word, which was once a slur, but it's a word I embrace, as it fits me. I started with the word lesbian, but once I'd married and divorced a man, that seemed like a weird word to continue to hold on to. Understanding that I was definitely not straight nor gay, I also didn't love bisexual or pansexual. None of those words ever nailed down exactly me. But let's be honest, there's a lot of gatekeeping in the LGBTQAI+ world. I've been made unwelcome in lesbian spaces because feminine gender expression is my happy place, or because I date men. I've been told there's no such thing as bisexuality, or that I'm a wannabe. Straight men fetishize bisexual women to such an extent that I've been known to withhold my orientation from men I date. None of that feels good, or welcoming, or free. When the word queer came into use, it gave me permission to stop agonizing over the right definition. It allowed me to feel welcome in queer spaces, because however you define my orientation, it's a queer one. Being queer is